What is up, guys? My name is P, and I'd like to welcome you to another edition of Phipps Tips. In today's episode, we're going to take a look at the overall market. We're going to check out its top performers. We're going to have a look at the day's biggest winners and the day's biggest losers. We've got a couple of news articles I'd like to go over. Why Litecoin's creator, and that would be Charlie Lee, is buying into banks. And Ripple adds former Facebook exec as its new VP of Business and Corporate Development. Everybody out there is a Ripple fan, or lots of people are Ripple fans. I'm sure they want to hear a little bit about this. And then after all that, guys, we're going to wrap it up with a little bit of Bitcoin technical analysis. But before we get into the video today, if you are new around here, guys, hit that subscribe button, as I try to post a video every single day, Monday through Friday. And for those of you who are returning viewers, hit that like button, guys. Let's get this Friday started right, shall we? We'll be right back. Guys, we are on CoinMarketCap.com with the market cap currently at $249.7 billion with a 24-hour trading volume of $11.2 billion and Bitcoin dominance still on the rise, up to 43% even. Of our top five, guys, we have Bitcoin up 1%, Ethereum up 1.5%, XRP up 1.73%, Bitcoin Cash up 2.92%, and EOS up 6% on the day, guys. Shallow greens, meaning that, this can change in either direction at the drop of a dime, dude. So, we're going to check out what's going on versus Bitcoin today. Bitcoin Gold taking the number one spot up against Bitcoin, 16.86%. Mixin up 10%. Veritasium up 9.76%. Theta Token making moves up 9.46%. And Populous up 8.48% on the day, guys. But as I've said earlier, and in lots of other videos, it's still early in the morning. Plenty of time for all these numbers to go even higher, guys. We're going to check out our gainers and losers of the day. And our number one gainer on the day today is Docademic, up 54.48%. Silent Notary, up 31.43%. MyToken, up 30.05%. Mobius, up an even 30%. And Stocks, up 29.40% today, guys. Those top five have pretty good volume, all save for this Silent Notary. I don't know what that's all about. But yeah, decent volume, great gains. If you guys are in one or more of these coins, congratulations. Our biggest losers on the day so far, guys, DWS down 49.82%, Data Exchange down 49.2%, Penta down 34.2%, Crowd Machine down 33.75%, and Hollywood Coin down 32.63% on the day, guys. Penta, the only one, well, I shouldn't say the only one. Penta, Crowd Machine, Data Exchange, DWS, all having significant amounts of volume. So I'm assuming people are losing a little bit of money here. That sucks. That always sucks. But there you have it, guys, our gainers and losers for the day. We're going to get on into this news article, why Litecoin's creator is buying a bank. We'll see what that's all about, guys. Stick around. Why Litecoin's creator is buying into a bank and how it could go wrong. Today's news article brought to you by CoinDesk.com. One of the most unusual and potentially transformative deals in the cryptocurrency space started as an argument on social media. Back in April, Charlie Lee, the creator of Litecoin, was exchanging barbs on Twitter with Derek Capo, the CEO of payment processor TokenPay. But their fight quickly turned into a friendly exchange of direct messages, in which the two crypto enthusiasts realized they shared a common problem. In a word, banking. Both the Litecoin Foundation, the nonprofit that promotes the sixth largest cryptocurrency and where Lee is a managing director, and Capo's Virgin Island-based startup has encountered difficulties securing bank accounts, a long-standing problem for the industry. We had lots of trouble on that front, Lee told CoinDesk. Capo elaborated, some banks, they close down bank accounts if they get a whiff of anything to do with crypto. We saw a lot of competitors with similar offerings getting cut off because they didn't own the bank and they didn't have control. But Capo was working on a solution for TokenPay by trying to buy a bank, and he realized this plan, if successful, could address another problem for Lee. Why don't we talk about having a Litecoin debit card so that you'll have a real solution? Capo recalled telling him, because, they had been trying very hard to have a Litecoin debit card. I said, why don't we talk? And that is how the Singapore-based Litecoin Foundation ended up owning 9.9% of WEG Bank AG, and until now obscure German financial institution in a surprise transaction reveal this week. But the foundation didn't put money in. TokenPay previously acquired the stake and traded it to the nonprofit in exchange for future technical support. TokenPay also acquired another 9.9%, the maximum allowed in Germany without prior regulatory approval, of WEG and is seeking the green light to buy up to 80%. The price was not disclosed. If all goes according to plan, not only will TokenPay and Litecoin Foundation have a reliable banking partner, they would also transform the WEG into an on-ramp for consumers worldwide who want to trade fiat for cryptocurrency or pay for goods and services with crypto. But owning a bank by itself won't necessarily solve crypto's banking problems, according to compliance experts who've worked in both fields. Even if regulators bless the pending takeover, Capo and Lee may face new challenges operating in a heavily regulated industry where coin is frequently treated as a four-letter word. Undaunted by regulatory hurdles, Capo and Lee have ambitious plans to usher in a new wave of crypto banking services. Stepping back, while transacting in cryptocurrency may be frictionless, converting from dollars to euros to crypto and back is anything but. Buying crypto through an online exchange can mean registering a credit card with an exchange platform, then waiting days, sometimes longer, to complete a transaction. Meanwhile, most of the merchants that accept crypto are wary of the price volatility and generally rely on payment processor like BitPay to convert it to fiat. All of these options incur processing fees along the way. That's why Capo wants to offer crypto debit cards and the ability to convert Litecoin to euros directly through a traditional banking account to make it smoother for crypto users transacting in a fiat-dominated economy. He hopes to offer such services within 9 months of receiving regulatory approval from the acquisition. Connecting crypto to fiat rails is very useful, said Lee, who told CoinDesk he aims to join the WEG board as Litecoin Foundation's representative, a move that would make him possibly the first person to simultaneously hold the titles of cryptocurrency founder and bank director. We will have a say in influencing the bank to work on crypto projects, he says. Eventually, after tackling debit cards and payment processing, Capo and Lee plan to integrate banking services directly with TokenPay's decentralized exchange platform, eFin, which offers peer-to-peer trading between crypto. If traders pass all the Know Your Customer and anti-money laundering demands for a crypto bank account, they will be able to seamlessly cash out TokenPay's own token, known as TPay, from the exchange as fiat, plus buy or sell cryptos like Litecoin without delay. eFin will have LTC. We will help them with it technically, Lee said, and they will also airdrop eFin tokens to Litecoin users. In addition to promise of technical expertise and Litecoin's relatively stable popularity among cryptocurrency fans, Capo said he gave the nonprofit equity in the bank based on Lee's massive online following a marketing boon and professional connections. Litecoin has a very influential leader, someone who's been around for a very long time, Capo said, in describing Lee as an alumnus of the popular cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase. Alumnus, I guess that's what it is. But the challenge is ahead, yet even if they obtain a banking license, guys, Capo and Lee are not guaranteed unlimited liquidity. Located in the town of Ottenbrunn, population of 21,378. WEG was previously a property management bank that offered loans to housing associations. After TokenPay acquires a majority stake, the plan calls for the bank CEO Matthias von Hoff to stay involved as WEG transitions to a retail bank with more consumer-facing products and services. But such a tiny institution would likely rely on outside organizations, larger global banks, the German Central Bank, or SWIFT, to be able to move large amounts of money of fiat around the world, according to Simon Taylor, a former Barclays banker and co-founder and director of the UK fintech advisory firm 11FS. If those partners become squeamish about crypto in general, they could cut off WEG's access to fiat, Taylor cautioned. The really big banks tend to be those that connect you through the global corridor to the US dollar. They're the ones that get the big KYC fines, Taylor said, adding with regarding to the WEG acquisition plan, I don't think it's going to achieve what they want it to achieve. I get the temptation to buy a bank, but buying a bank doesn't give you what you think it gives you. Joe Cicolo, president of the compliance service provider BitAML Incorporated, said regulators would probably expect extra diligence on WEG's part if it were to become a crypto-focused bank. On its own, running a bank and implementing AML across a broad range of products and services is difficult to begin with. This is going to be a much higher barrier to enter with one that would associate with traditional AML. The idea of integrating a decentralized exchange into a bank gives Cicolo the most pause. He described DEX, or decentralized exchanges, as nails on chalkboard for regulators, who have taken years to wrap their heads around Bitcoin. If Capo and Lee plan to pull this off, Cicolo said it would require significant investment in educating regulators on an ongoing basis and constant communication with larger banks. Acknowledging the challenges, Capo said the first and most costly step of converting WEG into a crypto-savvy bank will be restructuring all of its KYC and AML processes to create a new crypto-centric model. We've been conservative because we want to build this bank so it will be around a long time, he told CoinDesk, concluding, the infrastructure is there, we just might have to potentially modify it for crypto-based services. So what do you think, guys? I personally find this move to be, very bullish in a sense. They, the way I look at this is like, big banks or banking and investors don't want to help out, so what do? We're just going to buy the bank. We're just going to buy the investors. Seems like a smart move to me. Now, there's a lot of regulatory hoops that need to be jumped through here. So we'll see how this all pans out. But guys, for the moment, I think this is a great idea. Not only is it, bringing the outside financial structure into crypto finally, it's actually being done by two big names in the crypto sphere, Charlie Lee, obviously, everybody who has been in crypto for, like 30 days knows who Charlie Lee is. And then TokenPay being the next big thing, or so to speak, for cryptocurrencies. These two companies merging together to do this, for this banking, I believe it's, it's got legs. And we're going to see something positive out of this, guys. I would love to hear what you guys have to think about it. So if you'd like to drop me a comment down in the comment section, let me know how you feel about Charlie Lee and T-Pay combining forces. I think it's awesome. We're going to go ahead and get on to our next news article, guys. Ripple adds former Facebook exec as a new senior VP. Some really exciting stuff there, guys. We'll get into it. Stick around. Ripple adds former Facebook exec as new senior VP of business, and corporate development. This article brought to you today by thecointelegraph.com. Ripple, the company behind the third largest cryptocurrency by market cap, has recently employed Kaina Van Dyke as the new Senior Vice President of Business and Corporate Development, according to official statement July 11th. At the new position, Van Dyke will be responsible for providing Ripple with strategic partnerships for international financial services, focusing on development of a new global technology solution for international payments. Van Dyke has joined Ripple to eliminate the friction in cross-border payments by establishing partnerships and applying technology to change an industry, she said in the press release. When asked what is the most challenging issue in payments today, Van Dyke noted that the outdated system of cross-border payments, claiming that it is one of the most complex and multifaceted problems in payments. Van Dyke said that the current global payment system, which was built almost 40 years ago, no longer meets the real-time needs of business today. Van Dyke stressed the necessity to provide companies, as well as individuals, with a way of transacting small and large amounts of money faster and at lower costs, stating that the system should be more nimble and transparent than the one developed for large corporation transactions decades past. With more than 20 years of experience in the banking and fintech, Van Dyke has held prominent positions at MasterCard and Facebook. According to her LinkedIn profile, Van Dyke served as Global Director of Financial Services and Payment Partnerships at Facebook for more than 2 years, developing new payment solutions and financial services. While working at Facebook, Van Dyke managed partnerships with such major companies as Citibank, PayPal, Visa, Western Union, and others, having provided financial solutions for more than 50 countries. Previously in June, Ripple chief cryptographer David Schwartz claimed that banks are unlikely to deploy the crypto's underlying technology of blockchain to process international payments, citing low scalability and privacy problems. Earlier this week, a joint study by Imperial College and UK trading platform eToro stated that cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin have a potential to become a mainstream means of payment, particularly because of their ability to improve the cross-border payment problem. So, guys, for all you Ripple fans out there, seems like a good acquisition. This lady seems to know what she's talking about. You know, she's held some prominent positions in a lot of major, financial companies, MasterCard being one of them, Western Union, Visa, PayPal. That's kind of wild that she worked for MasterCard and Visa. Oh, I see. She worked for MasterCard but worked with Visa, making some nice services put together. Wow, that's really good. So yeah, this lady really seems like to be quite the acquisition for the Ripple company itself. Now, whether or not she will be able to, spread the word on crypto remains to be seen, but for the most part, guys, this seems like a slam dunk for the Ripple team and a thumbs up. They've just keep adding brilliant people to their roster, guys, and that's exactly what companies want to be doing. But, it seems like a good acquisition to me. I would love to hear your take on it, guys. Drop me a comment down in the comment section. Start a conversation down there, maybe. What do you guys think? Do you think this Ripple just keeps adding more and more people to their staff? That must mean that they're doing good things, right, guys? Let me know what you think. Do you think that Ripple's on the right path to global dominance when it comes to being the #1 cryptocurrency? Do you think that Ripple will be XRP will be the token, guys, that we're using in 10 years to, pay for milk, pay for bread, pay for gas, send my sister, some money while she's in Portugal? All seems pretty feasible to me, guys. But then again, you know, what do I know? But I'd love to hear what you guys have to think about it. I like it. I think that, you know, Ripple just keeps making great acquisitions and great partnerships. Nothing but sunshine and rainbows for these guys, I feel. But I'd love to hear your comments on it, guys. Drop me a comment down in the comment section. We're going to move on into our Bitcoin technical analysis, guys. Stick around. Here we are, guys, on the Bitcoin versus US dollar day scale using the Bitfinex exchange information. And guys, as you can see, we're still in our downward trend. Still, Bitcoin's not looking healthy. So what can we see here? Well, guys, what I see in Bitcoin, I want to change up the color of this real quick. What I see currently right here, lines of support, this is our bottom trend line, guys. And what I mean by bottom, this is the trend line that Bitcoin has been using as a bit of support ever since its inception. You can see the steady line here and how, you know, it maybe broke through a couple of times, but ultimately came back above it each and every single time. See what I'm saying? Broke through here, made a recovery. Back here in 2017, broke through a little bit, made a recovery, and we have yet to test that again. But look, guys, we are currently testing it here. So that being said, I want to take this trend line. We're going to start at the top of our peak, and we're going to draw it down like so. And this, guys, is ultimately what we're looking at with Bitcoin. This is, however, this is the day scale, guys, so, you know, keep that in mind. We have some time yet. But what we're looking at here, guys, is a giant triangle. See? We could technically draw that down like that, but, you know, we won't need to. And this right here will be the time that we just, actually, from what it looks like here, just on the day scale, guys, like any day now will decide what happens. Literally any day. But, you know, I've told you guys before that these diagonal trend lines, they're not nearly as important as the horizontal lines of support. Like this right here has been broken, like I said before, but it is the major trend line for Bitcoin currently, guys. It's the major one. It's the one that we have treaded on in the past, and, you know, we've just used it as support the entire time. So there's that to keep in mind. We're going to zoom in. I want to take auto off so we can get a nice picture of what's going on here. Like that. Zoom out just a tad. So, and what else have we got here, guys? Well, I want to change the color up on this again. And what we can see now is this. We've got a channel that Bitcoin is in yet again. We just used the top of that triangle that I was showing you as our top of the channel, and there you have that. This is what we see. See how it broke down through here back in February, early March, came back up, and we have tested it several times, but it held. And then, you know, so that's just, that can be the bottom of our channel there, guys. So what we expect, or what can be expected from Bitcoin here, is a continual downward push. But this is just on the day scale, guys, and this is what we see on the day scale. What I'm going to do is grab our exponential moving averages, one of those that I really love to use, guys. It's a great indicator. Oh, I don't want to hide that. I want to format this so we can see it a bit better. Boom, boom, boom. And I want to change that 200 EMA. I want to change the color of it so we can see it a bit better. I want to make it this blue here. There we go. That looks good. And as you can see, guys, our exponential moving averages, rather, are still in the incorrect positions. With our 50 being below the 100 being below the 200, and the 50 being below the 200. And really, there is zero sign of that correcting anytime soon. You can see we're still on the downward slope of this. So, that's just something to keep an eye on, guys. We can move into our 4-hour scale and zoom in a little bit and see what sort of price action we have going on. We saw here, guys, back a couple of days ago that, the 50-hour average pushed above the 100-hour average for a little while, like during this run-up that we had, but then ultimately it came crashing back through after the dump here. This was, the CoinEx or whatever exchange that was being hacked and losing, millions of dollars worth of Ethereum. So that was that FUD. Then we had some consolidation and a little bit more of a sell-off. And now we are looking at what potentially could be a bull flag. We've got a little bit of run-up and some sideways movement. If that's the case, guys, what we can expect is the price to continue to rise. We are printing higher lows from, back here in June. Then, so we are still creeping up, guys. We are still on the upward shot. It's just, not a pretty movement. Let's hit that auto again so we can zoom it in. See what I'm saying? It's not a pretty upward shot, but we are still climbing, and that's good news. Turn that auto back on. There we go. That's what we're seeing right here, guys. Is just a little bit of indecision. We're printing doji after doji. This current candle's making a little bit of a push. We'll see what happens with it as the day goes on. But this is what we can expect, guys. In my opinion, we're probably going to see a little bit more sideways action. Perhaps we'll see a little bit of a rally as we try to punch up through this top bit of resistance. But, guys, all of the moving averages, every single one of them, the 50, the 100, the 200, they are all acting, or they will all act as lines of resistance for Bitcoin. But, we stated that here back in the end of June, and, we thought it was going to be resistant, and Bitcoin just shoved right through the 50-hour. The 100-hour acted, as a bit of support. Then we punched up through it and bounced on it for a little while, but ultimately, again, punched down through it. So what we do know is that the moving averages, they do act as support and resistance, but not real strong versions of it. The real strong resistance will come from this big blue line right here, guys. This big blue line will act as the resistance to, keep us from moving anywhere. So yeah, guys, my opinion, we're still in for some downward sell pressure as, Bitcoin tries to figure out what it wants to do. But like I said, we are currently printing a bull flag, so you never know. You never know. When it comes to trying to guess what this market does and what this coin does, it's literally, just needle in a haystack, because you never know, guys. You never know. You can put all the technical analysis and fundamental analysis into this crypto that you want, and it's all about manipulation when it comes to this crypto, guys. So, keep that in mind. And with that in mind, guys, just remember that I am not a financial advisor. None of this is to be taken as financial advice. I am simply doing this for entertainment and educational purposes only. And with that, guys, that's going to do it for the video today. If you're still with me, hit that subscribe button. I will try to post videos every single day. If you learned anything new about Bitcoin, hit that like button, guys. Share it with a friend. Actually, if you learned anything new about Litecoin, Ripple, or Bitcoin today, guys, hit that like button. It does a lot for me, and it lets me know if you guys are still interested in hearing what's going on with LTC and XRP. But guys, that's going to do it for me today. As always, I'd like to thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.